I sleep in a different room than my wife because I sleepwalk. Most nights, leap out of bed thinking somebody's trying to kill me and I will bolt to the door. I sleep right here. There's a pillow that separates me and where my dog typically sleeps right there. And so last night I go to bed at about 9:30 and I wake up at about 10:30. I just sort of suddenly woke up. It's dark in my room. There's no noise machine on. And I look over towards the bathroom, which is that one right there. And I see there is like a figure standing right there. I just told myself I must be sleepwalking. Now, I don't hallucinate when I sleepwalk, but I have enough sleep disturbances that I'm thinking, okay, I gotta be sleepwalking, that's all this is. And I'm staring at this figure in the bathroom, and they appear to be staring at me or something, and I'm looking over at them, and they vanish behind this door. I'm accustomed to weird stuff in my sleep. That's all this was. My mind's playing tricks on me. No big deal. So I don't even get up to investigate. I just go back to sleep. However, by about 11 o'clock, I wake up a second time. Historically, I do not sleepwalk twice in a night. It is always one time. I wake up, I'm right here. Maggie's right over there, she's asleep, and I'm laying there, and I start to feel something rubbing against the side of my left thigh. I'm on my back right here. And I'm thinking like, is that Maggie? I look, and Maggie's right next to me, so that would be the side she'd be on. But Maggie's not moving. She's dead asleep. And I'm thinking maybe she's pushing against the pillow that's touching my leg. But no, there's nothing moving. And as I'm looking at Maggie, I'm feeling this thing kind of almost moving down my leg. I'm feeling something distinctly against my legs. And I'm like, what is that? I'm thinking about the figure I saw in the bathroom a little while ago. I'm starting to get scared. So I jump out of bed. I flip the light on. My covers are kind of flipped like that. And I'm standing right here. And I'm sort of surveying the room, and I notice there's this lump under my covers, right about here, and it's not moving. And I'm staring at it because it's about in the same place where whatever it was touching my leg. And so I reach down, and I begin to lift the blankets up. And when I do, this lump, it quickly bolts to the other side of the bed, still under the covers, and now it's like right over at that far corner there, and it moved. And so I'm now hesitating, but I'm like, I gotta see what's under here. And so I grab the cover again, and I'm pretty scared, honestly, at this point. I don't know what this thing is. I'm thinking like, did a raccoon get in here? And all at once, I flip the covers up, and I look into the corner of the bed, and in that corner, looking at me, is a pair of eyes, looking right at me, and then they just sort of disappear on the back side of the bed. And I'm like, was that a cat? What was that? And I run over here, and there's nothing. Like, there's nothing here. I look under the bed. There's nothing down there. There's nothing. I'm like, there's no explanation for it. I gotta be honest, I'm still sort of freaked out by it. I'm convincing myself that I must have been sleepwalking and hallucinating. This felt real. So, aliens.